Testing 1 2 3. That seems like it's going to be a little loud. Okay. How do I sound to everybody? Shoot the doctor. You missed last week's stream there, Ruby. I'm actually in Caduceus now. Andy, do you look at the descriptions at all? Alright, I'm going to turn the sound on the game. Is the game loud? No one told you. Phoenix, look in the description again. I am not Andy. That's why the names are in the description in the first place. If you can't get the streamer's name right, you're not going to keep your position, Phoenix. Mind blown my god dang butt. You knew this because it's always been in the description. I will not take that as an excuse. Everybody else in this chat knows who it is because it's in the description below. You have to learn to read the description. You can't make assumptions. We have told you this before, and I am tired of the games now. You see anything that resembles Twitch, you know this from the 2 weeks that I've streamed, that it is not Andy. So you quit with the act now. Okay, so last week I was stuck with a surgery because I was having trouble getting the mouse to do any stitching. So hopefully we get some progress with it tonight, and hopefully we can go further in this game. I have to check my schedule here, but I think I'm able to do one more week. One more week of this before we start going back to our regulars. The reason why we're doing this is because we're taking a holiday off from the rest of the stuff. And we'll go back to our normal regular routine, and once those are done for the summer, we can play whatever we want. Hopefully we can get the Trauma Center games completed. I'm doing both of the DS games. Okay, Phoenix, that's a totally different situation. Your attitude and your reaction in chat is another situation. But let's keep it out of the stream so we can get this going. Alright, I'll reread the dialogue for those who didn't even come here, seen it last time. Several guilt victims are currently hospitalized at Caduceus. We obviously need to treat them ASAP, but we don't know how. So at the moment, we're trying to slow the disease's progression. I had a lot of trouble operating on guilt as well. Today's patient is similar to your previous experience with guilt. I watched the video footage of your surgery at Hope, but you moved so quickly I couldn't tell what was going on. I'm looking forward to seeing you in action today. Let's see what you got! Don't put pressure on me. Dr. Myers will handle the anesthesia. No problem. Myers is a tough chick, Derek. If you screw this up, she won't ever work with you again. Stop trying to scare the newbie, Chase. Well, it's a difficult operation. We don't have room for mistakes. Just do your best, kid. You got it. Yeah, I apologize for that, Ruby. But, you understand the situation. Alright, positive chiral reaction, Kiyaki body detected. Immediate removal is required to prevent further complications. Jack Riaz, height 163.3 centimeters, weight 152.8 pounds. I'll be briefing you on your next operation procedure. Today's patient is a guilt victim brought here 3 days ago. Derek, you've actually operated on this exact strand before. It was called Kiriaki, wasn't it? Ruby, do you know Little Japan? What does Kiriaki stand for? If you feel like you have to look it up, go ahead and look it up. I won't stop you. Those that were in last week's stream knows exactly what Kiriaki stands for. It's actually a day of the week. That should give you a clue. It's like there's 7 of them or something. Yeah, there is 7 of them. This one's actually Sunday. And no, this doesn't reflect the day I'm streaming on either. Yes, Kiriaki is Sunday. There are 7 strands. They all represent the day of the week. You will learn that there's an 8th strand in the Wii version that does not correspond with the day of the week. Correct. This guilt hides inside organs and creates laceration. Oh, you're gonna think this is funny, Ruby, but last week, Ruby asked, or, excuse me, I apologize for that. Phoenix asked me if I was working on the chest area. Where this red dot is, does it look like the chest? Oh, by the way, say hello to Sydney Kessel, the older brother to Greg Kessel. Or Greg Kessel, I think his name is. One of those two. Last week when I was doing this operation, you asked me if I was working on the chest. I was not working on the chest. This red dot that you see is a long ways away from the chest. Yes, that is the abdomen. I'm going to be working on the intestines. Removing it, however, should be just like removing any parasite. We wanted a simple case to evaluate your skill. There's only one objective in this procedure. Remove the kiyaki. You can always go back to the previous stream and take a look at the replay chat. Okay. I'll leave the exact details of the operation to your discretion. Let's see your talent, Dr. Styles. Yes, sir. Okay, let's begin the operation. My last time I was focusing too much on Phoenix, you're not leaving the chat. If you want to go and watch the other stream, you can, but you got to make sure you're in chat. But yeah, last time I didn't finish this procedure, and it was more to do with the mouse than anything. I'm hoping eventually that it'll come to where I can use a drawing tablet for further streams, so that it makes it easier to when I'm doing stitches, because I think the stylus will allow me to glide across the drawing tablet and be able to press down to make inputs, stuff like that.
Let's begin.
Forgot there's a third one here. Good thing the freaking parasite reminded me that there was a third one. God damn it.
We're running out of time.
Yes, I know. Okay. I knew this was gonna fail, but I almost had it. No, it's not a fish. You can think of it more as a parasite. It's kind of like a worm of some type, and it does kind of have like fins onto it. But you could think of it like I don't know, a centipede, but with fewer legs. That's what you can think of it as. So that's what you can think of. Can you imagine a also the little fin likes onto it are technically like blades. It's the reason why the why there's a bunch of lacerations onto it, because it goes through the body and tears the body completely up. You can think of it as a tadpole. That works. That really works. But think of a tadpole with knives on it. Okay, so my suturing skill is a little bit better tonight. So I just got to keep focusing on the suturing the way I've been doing it today, not like I did last week.
Let's begin.
Whoops. We need to cut you open. Yeah. Really? Really? I don't know how that happened.
Doctor.
Well,
Vitals dropping.
first, before I get the Kiriaki out of there, I better bring the vitals up. Okay, I think we should be good there. Alright. Oh, I missed that one. That was pretty good timing. Now let's take care of all this. Get the vitals back to blue. Alright. Let's ditch one of these. Then there we go. Bring the vitals back up. Okay, find another. Vitals back up. The third one. The vitals back up. Yellow. How did I miss that one? Alright.
We're running out of time.
Dang it. Alright, take care, die. A little late for that, I failed. I gotta try to make sure I can do this a little faster. The quickest way is to take care of the Kitty more with both of them exposed and lasered at the same time. But you also have to predict where they're going to be at, and sometimes it's not easy to do. Ultrasound doesn't always pick them up in time. But I almost had it. I got to get better with the suturing a little bit. It is way different than doing this with stylus. So I have to keep it on. I have to work on that a little bit more. Because the mouse is all over the place, and come on, it's very sensitive. Just like that. I didn't really want to be in the red this early, but that's probably my fault. Alright. Okay. Next.
Vitals dropping.
Yeah, the vitals are dropping. Oh. It didn't even let me do the vitals! Oh man! Let me get this lower down a little bit. That's me trying to do so much, doing too much stuff.
Let's begin.
Don't worry, I'm going to try to make some progress in this.
Vitals dropping.
I did not think that just using the antibiotic gel across that was going to do that. And I didn't get the other one. Alright, where are you? God dang it. Hold on. Vitals were all the way down to 0. God dang it. We were treating for chirality. We were, Angie. That's very observant of you. Guilt creates cells with an unnatural chirality. Using chiron tests, we can detect the specific wavelength they emit. So far, that's the only way to reliably distinguish guilt. Remind me to give you the chiron test equipment later. Sorry, I wasted all the time.
We're running out of time.
I bait it. I got it. Excellent work. I can see why my brother recommended you. And I didn't use the healing touch for this one. Again, this is going to probably be a rank C again. To effectively increase my score, I need to get this all the way up to 60, but I'm not playing with the clock, and I'm not doing it with the mouse. I've already A-ranked everything enough. Unbelievable! He still got a lot to learn, but that was incredible! Styles finished 30 minutes early than we estimated. Hopefully the patient will recover quickly as well. Hey, looks like times have changed. This is your Larry Butts. His name is Chase, but think of him as Larry Butts from the Ace Attorney games. Okay? Di missed it, but she's going to probably be so excited that I was able to do the operation. The darkness within. Hey, Tyler! Oh yeah, his name is Tyler, not my mistake. His name is Tyler. Tyler Chase. Where could he be? I didn't think he had any patience today. Is there a new thesis? I guess he still finds time for academics after all. Netherlands. Utrecht. Lithuania. Why would he keep I said that wrong. An euthanasia thesis in his files. Yeah, that. Oh, there's a letter. Thank you, doctor. Because of you, my husband finally found peace. What the? We'll bring that up to the next conference then. Crap! He's coming back. Where do I put these? Hey, what's happening, Derek? Need help with something? I wanted to ask you about something. It was oh, right. medication for the guilt patient. Post-op medication? As far as I know, there hasn't been any. Oh, well, okay. If you don't know, then I'll just, sorry to bother you, so see you later, okay? Wait, Derek? I've been wanting to show you something. You would have found out about it sooner or later anyway. What? I swear, I didn't. Follow me. Recovery Ward, room 305. Hey, Tyler. How you doing, Amy? Not so good. Oh, sorry I made you get up. This is my sister, Amy. She's been hospitalized here for 2 years. You mean she's infected with guilt? Yeah. Amy's condition is the reason I came here in the first place. Amy, this is Derek Stiles. He's an old friend of mine. He's going to be treating you, so go easy on him, okay? Okay. Did you come to examine her again, Dr. Chase? Leslie Sears, age 26, one of the many nurses on staff at Caduceus. Hey, guess what? You get to meet another nurse. She currently looks after several guilt patients, including Amy Chase. No, I just came to see how my little sis was holding up. Oh, I see. Amy hasn't been doing her homework lately. I was actually hoping you could talk to her about that. But it's so boring. Sis, if you slack off, then you'll end up dumb like your big brother. Oh, there's nothing wrong with Angie. Angie's doing some very serious work. You want people to know how smart you are, don't you? Anyways, gotta run. I'll come visit again tomorrow, okay? You must be going through a lot, Tyler. Yeah, I guess it's payback for what I've been doing. Huh? Look, dude, I know you saw my paper and the letter. I've been practicing euthanasia ever since I graduated. That's my deep, dark secret. I'd heard rumors, but I never thought Death Doctor would be someone like you. Why would you do that? One of the professions I had before we met died of cancer. It was already too late when they found it. Professor Bonka told him that himself. All he had left were a few weeks of suffering and painful treatments. Good people shouldn't have to go through that pain before they die. So I gave him the gift of a painless death. But that's, of course, people would prefer to live, it's only natural. But if everything causes pain and there's no chance of recovery, then are you really living? Now, the way he's describing this makes sense. If there is no potential way of curing that patient, it would sooner that the easiest way to make them happy is actually have them die. And if he was that far off into cancer, there was no way for a cure. But there are some death doctors that if they ask to die, they will just sooner do it, even if there is a hope of them surviving. That is wrong. The way he is describing it is the way it should be done. If there was no way of chance of him surviving after for cancer at all, that is the only way to go. That is the only way to go. For what he said there, there's a lot of them that doesn't. If there is no chance for them to survive and stuff, the easiest way, not in our states, what he just said, that's exactly what they're supposed to do. If there's no way for them to survive from that cancer, the only way for them to do it is let them have a peaceful death. It is. It actually is illegal. But what he just described is the way they're supposed to do it. No, you're just staying around so other people don't feel bad. But in Japan, it seems like it is privately regular for something like that. That's why it's mentioned in this game. That isn't true. I know it's naive, but I knew there might be consequences when I started. You probably think it's just suicide or worse, murder, but things are different now. I want to be there for Amy. If you're going to turn me in, at least wait until Amy's gone, okay? You can't do that to Amy. I won't let you. We're gonna find out that Amy has a new strand of guilt. Something precious. Doctor, quickly, Amy's condition is getting worse. Her vitals dropped to the low 40s and she's losing consciousness. What? Everyone, prepare for surgery. Angie, bring in the patient. I'll meet you in the OR. Hurry. Yes, sir. Tyler, this is an emergency. Come on, hurry. What are you doing? Let's go. You can't operate on her. What? I have to. Haven't you seen the PET results? The guilt's already migrating. Her respiratory system's in trouble and her digestive tract is next. What are we supposed to do? Are you just going to watch her die? Do you have any idea how many things we've tried? Dr. Clark couldn't help, and he's the best there is. All he could do is thin out some of the tumors. I just watched her get weaker day by day. Amy doesn't have a lot of time left. What are we supposed to do? We're supposed to leave her alone so she doesn't have to suffer? Do you really think cutting her up even more is going to do anything? So what? You want us to watch guilt tear her apart? You don't get it. She doesn't need to go through all this suffering. Even if this operation helps, she might never open her eyes again. She'll just be connected to some machine waiting to die. If that's the case, then I'd rather send her off myself. You call yourself a doctor? I'm Amy's brother, before I'm a doctor. I'm supposed to watch my sister suffer because that's my job? I don't care if I lose my license. We're talking about my sister. What are you still doing here? Hurry up! Dr. Clark, we may not be able to operate. What? The guilt's in her lung. It moved a lot faster than we expected, and I'm afraid she's not strong enough to survive surgery. Well, what if we separate the operation into two procedures? No good. If we don't extract the guilt entirely, we'll end up right back where we started. Now do you get it, Derek? This is how it always works. I always knew it would come down to something like this. I'll operate on her. She'll be okay if we can extract all of it, right? Leave her alone, you bastard! With the healing touch, it might be possible. Amy! Tyler, please do the operation! I know you heard us. Aren't you scared? No, I'll be fine. You worked so hard to become a doctor. I'm gonna try hard too. I'm glad that you became a good doctor. I thought I was doing what was best for Amy, but I was being a coward. I didn't even consider what she would want. Derek, can you handle the operation for me? I don't deserve to touch her with these hands. I joined Caduceus so I could help people. What about you, Dr. Chase? Shouldn't we do everything we can if it could save a patient's life? Yeah. Dr. Chase, please brief Dr. Stiles on the Death Terra strand of guilt. Told you we're actually in a different strand. Different name for a parasite. Death Terra is Monday. All these strands are named after the day of the week. And the reason why they waited 2 years for this is because there was no known procedures for guilt. All they were able to do is slow down its production and spreading into the body. And this strand is interesting. Yeah, no problem. Hang on, sis. We'll be right back. Alright, this is our second female patient. So, chiral reaction positive, Death Terra. Bodies detected, complete removal from the stomach and lungs is required. Patient's name, Amy Chase. Height, 119.9 centimeters. Weight, 60.4 pounds. Death Terra is basically a tumor. A really gnarly one. It replicates its DNA while actively moving through the body. A tumor that moves? That's impossible. Well, to be fair, moving is kind of a bad description. It copies itself to other locations, so it just looks like it's moving. This one's going to be interesting. Keep an eye on it. So it keeps on replicating its DNA and creating new tumors. That's horrible! Good news though, we might just know its weak point. What is it? Death Terra comes in 2 flavors. We'll call them Type A and Type B. Type A and Type B like to eat each other when they meet up. But there's both equally strong, so they kind of just stall there. And if they're not moving, they're just like an old tumor, right? So after we drain the gilt's tissue, we can just exercise it. Hopefully. I mean, it's all theoretical. She's only 9 years old. One wrong move and they multiply. So there's no room for trial and error. It's not like we could safely test the theory before trying it. But you have the healing touch. I've seen you use it, man. It's amazing. Technically, well, Tyler Chase isn't exactly that tall either. Their family apparently has a gene where they don't get relatively tall. So I wouldn't really say that's too uncommon. I live with a family that actually their genes aren't relatively tall in my family. So 3'11" would not be uncommon in my family. I'm only 5'8", which is genetically about the average height for a male in the US. If anyone can save Amy now, I know it's you. I don't need to tell you the objective of this operation, do I? Well, you're probably mostly common seeing those that are relatively tall. I usually see over 6 feet high. Usually, generally, women are going to end up growing up shorter than men anyways. So it's not too uncommon to see women at that height at very young age. Boys tends to be shorter than girls at a very young age, and then it swaps as they hit puberty. Remove the guilt from the patient's stomach and lungs. That's all. Just save her, man. That's all the stuff I said before. Don't forget. Let me fix this again. I seem to... There we go. Over here. Perfect. Please, Derek. I understand, Tyler.
Hurry, Doctor!
Okay. Alright, some of these operations can be very scary, and wait until we actually get to some of them. Okay, so... I think I have to get rid of these legs.
Doctor!
Our data indicates that Deathterra could appear at any time. When that Deathterra combines to form a tumor. Use the drain to remove that. Okay.
Doctor!
First, I gotta get used to these procedures with the mouse. So my biggest thing here is the drain. The mouse is very sensitive on move, and I gotta make sure I move slowly and in a straight line for this one. These procedures can be done without the healing touch. Story is still going to acknowledge that their style is using the healing touch.
Hurry, doctor!
Didn't Leslie Sears say that she was into the 40s?
Doctor! Doctor! Vitals dropping.
God damn. Dang. Yeah, but you also have to make sure you bring the vitals up too. I have been working with the tumors. This is the procedure where you have to do 3 things at one time. The minute the vitals went directly into the red, I had to keep the vitals up. Because
Hurry, doctor!
if you don't keep the vitals up, the vitals aren't going to go up if you just remove the tumors.
Doctor! Doctor!
Why is it not? Are you serious with me? Really? Okay.
Doctor? Vitals dropping. Doctor,
Extraction complete. You've removed the guilt from her stomach. Oops. Alrighty then. Well,
we're running
This-
out of time.
this didn't exactly... wasn't exactly too bad. Welcome back, Di. You just missed Death Terra. And I didn't really spend all that time like I did last time. You threw my fellows off. I need an extra hand. You did it, Doctor! Maybe going to be okay? We'll move to the lungs next. I still have to do the lungs! Dang! Wow! Come on, Derek. Save my little sister. I should have been given 10 minutes for this one. Perform the lobectomy, and I don't have time to actually do this portion of the, I don't have time to do this one! Well, it's gonna fail because there's too many. I don't have time to do this portion of it. Well, we're gonna be still doing this one for a while. Alright. I'm going to take a little break here and give a little breather for this one. This one's going to take a lot of work. That was the easiest one ever. Death Terra isn't that easy. At least for the mouse, anyways. No, I'm not going to get a checkpoint. They're going to start me directly back from the beginning of the surgery. I would be able to do it in 5 minutes. With a stylus. But with a mouse, it's not that easy. Like I said, this game was not designed for a mouse. And anybody who tries to emulate this and tries to play it with a mouse is going to find it's pretty difficult to do. My biggest fear is actually doing Trite.
Well, if you think about it, it might be easier to do it with the mouse on it.
If you had this game on DS, it might be a different experience. Although I recommend playing this on the 3DS because the touchscreen on the 3DS is more sensitive than the one on the DS. So I'm going to take a little bit of a break here. Take my breather for this one. This procedure is going to be a mess. And hopefully when I get that drawing pad, it's going to be much easier. Screen's too small for you? I don't blame you. That's why I would prefer the 3DS because the screens are bigger. Which is odd because the Game Boy Advance SP, the screen was larger than the DS. You mean both of them? You're not a big fan of the touching the screen portion of it? In my description, it says I'm using DeSmuME emulation. And it's supposed to be compatible for a drawing pad. So, and there isn't a Trauma Center game that's available for 3DS, so. But I would love to see these games remade. I think for Under the Knife, I think they could actually use what they use for the Wii version. Well, the 3DS is actually a little bit different. With this larger size and stuff like that, if holding it is uncomfortable for you, it is designed where you can set it on the table and play it off the table. And these games were technically designed for you to sit it on the table and play it that way. But the DS wasn't that great sitting on a table. Yes, there are Wii ports of it. Actually, there's 3. Second Opinion is Under the Knife. It's got more story in Second Opinion, except for the second half of this game. It's totally cut out of Second Opinion. That's what this game was technically designed for. You were to set it on the table, and then you would actually act like it's an operating table. That's exactly what its intention was for. That was the idea that Atlas had when they developed it. You can set it at a desk. Do you normally eat at your desk? The desk wasn't intended to be eat off of. And you don't have to use a dining table to play this off. And there's several other tables you can use for. Nightstands, coffee tables. You don't need off a coffee table, do you? Most people will set their coffee cups onto it, or set a bag of chips onto it, or put newspapers and magazines onto it, but they don't put a full course meal on their table. You eat off a coffee table. Wow. The coffee table I'm using right now has a small monitor, a bunch of controllers, keyboard, mouse, remotes, and I have my drinks onto it. That's what this coffee table is being used for. That's where I'm streaming from. You eat off tables. You eat off a dining table. They're in a bottle. Even if they get tipped over, I make sure the cap's onto them. Matter of fact, I wouldn't really recommend having all this stuff if somebody's going to actually put an open cup of coffee on here. Matter of fact, I would probably have the keyboard and the controllers moved completely off if somebody decides to put a coffee cup onto this table. But since we're not regular coffee drinkers, that's not an issue. We'll just put bottled drinks onto it, water, whatever we want to drink. No, I screw them on fully tight. Sometimes in the summertime, I have the issue of the bottle expanding, so it actually makes it harder for me to take it off. Everybody's had that issue, so it's not just me with that issue. Black coffee's better for you. I have drank black coffee, and I don't mind black coffee. And it's not a sin to drink black coffee. Matter of fact, my dad is a black coffee drinker. He refuses to put milk and sugar into it because he says that's a sin, because it is bad for you than regular black coffee. Personally, I'm like my dad. If you're going to put milk and sugar into your coffee, you're weak. Strong men drinks it black. And we don't have a lot of strong men in this world. I can tell that joke to anybody, and then it'll be like, says, well, I guess I'm not a strong man then. I drink mine with milk and sugar. You sound bad out of context. Hey, if you grew up with my generation and with the parents that I have, you would think differently than what I'm thinking, because I grew up with a generation that had parents that believed one way because their grandparents and their parents taught them how things were. I was the same way. But today, parents are different, and they don't want to teach their kids the same way they want to be taught because they think it's old-fashioned. But that was a general trend of growing up. We learned from our parents. We learned from our grandparents. And we learned from our great-grandparents. But today, in today's society, everybody thinks that's all old-fashioned. That we need to change it and modernize to today's time. It's like the old ways don't work anymore. It's you do you for me. You do you, that is a very common expression. I'm looking at these light poles right now, and these hooks that are supposed to hang like baskets or something, like for whatever. This little arch here should be pointing down, because that's where the basket is technically supposed to hang off of. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But every one of the light poles that I've seen in my town that has these hooks that are sticking out of it, that hook part is down, not up. I'm taking a break right now. I'm going to go back and do the procedure. I have to find a way to get faster at it and make sure I keep the drain flowing like it's supposed to. Because if I move side to side, it cancels out the drain. There's a fine line between discipline and just beating into submission. Oh, I'm glad I wasn't in the decade where I was beaten into submission. I was disciplined. Trust me, I was. And it wasn't no slap on the wrist or getting lectured by my parents. I was disciplined. I wouldn't really say that my parents were really hard on me. They were hard enough to where I learned from my mistakes. And I think that's the way it should be anyways. You learn from the mistakes that you are without your parents being so aggressively mean and stuff like that. And now parents are afraid that if they even do anything to their child, children's services will come and take their child away because they feel, oh, this parent slapped the kid on the wrist. That's abusive. No bruise? See, in PA, if there's no bruise or cuts on a child and stuff like that, you're fine. If you slap a child on the wrist and stuff, and there is no bruising or cuts onto them, you can get away with it. But children's services, they don't care. If they see you slap your child, they think it's abuse. But that's here in PA. If there's bruises on your child, there's cuts on your child, then it is violating the law. But you got children's services out here that'll say, no, 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 no. If you hit your child, it's considered abuse. A lot of that won't get passed in our laws the way it's written. I still think you should have the right to spank your child if they are doing wrong. I don't think you should go and put marks onto them, bruising them, cut them, or whatever, because I do think that's abuse. Right. You should not hit them for no reason. And I don't think that's... I don't think most parents today are really concerned about hitting their child for no reason. I know there's a lot of parents out in the world that will do it for no reason because they're tired of their child yelling at them or stuff like that. That is completely wrong. So I understand what you're saying. But disciplining your child for doing something that they did wrong, yes, I still think they should be spanked for it. Not hard enough to bruise them. I'm taking a break. Okay, Phoenix, can I talk with the chat?
So what are we doing?
I know some people will disagree with me and feel that my opinions are wrong and stuff like that, but that's the way I was growing up. Oh, when I was young, if I got spanked, I knew exactly what I did wrong. Because it would reflect to the last thing I did. And my parents actually saw it. And I could not escape from it. So, yeah, what you're saying is right. But when you have parents that are as eyed like mine were, you could not lie to escape from it. So, I got spanked. I learned from it. And they didn't have to tell me what I did wrong because I knew what I did wrong. And my parents knew what I did wrong because they watched it. My parents were like eagles. I mean, if you're in that living room and you're bouncing a ball in the living room and it knocks over a vase and hits the floor and shatter, are you literally going to tell your parents that you don't know what you did when they were specifically in the room and they watched you bounce the ball into a vase and shattered on the floor? That's just an example I'm using. That's not something I'm going to say that I did or anything because I've broken glass before. But you're not going to say that I don't know what I did because they were right there and they saw you do it. I just live at my sibling if they looking. That would be easy for parents today, but if you had parents like I had back in the day, that don't work. I couldn't even blame the dog. Also, my parents were also really good. And I'll tell you how good that they were. In school, they can already tell if I did something wrong in school. Well, you'll be lucky if you lived with my parents. Nobody got away with anything. If you did something wrong, you got punished for it. But when we were in school, if we did anything wrong, my parents would know. If we didn't do anything and we got accused for it, my parents would be up and down at school like it was nobody's business. Alright, let's see what I can do. Yes, I'm going to be actually doing something. I was taking a breather. Alright. Sorry you had to wait, Di. I had to take a breather for this operation because I had to figure out what I had to do here and how to actually effectively do the drain scan. So,
Doctor. Doctor.
dang it. Come on, drain.
Vitals dropping.
Come on, drain. Work with me here. I don't understand why some of these actually are taking longer than what they should.
Doctor.
Okay. Well, I technically don't need the healing touch for this. I just have to figure out, because you're limited in how many times you use the healing touch. And since this procedure comes in two forms, I gotta do the first part faster. And I gotta make sure that the mouse stays consistent.
Hurry, Doctor!
Seriously?
Doctor!
Are you kidding me? How did I do that?
Doctor!
Come on. Are you serious? Come on, why is it not what I want? Are you serious? Come on, god dang mouse. Come on, mouse. God dang. I didn't even get the first drain in. Are you serious? I am moving straight up.
Vitals dropping!
Already going to be 4 minutes in, and I still haven't been able to get the first drainage out. Holy crap, drain! I'm gonna let this one fail. I don't understand what's going on with this.
Hurry, Doctor! Doctor! Doctor!
Come on. should have had it on that one too.
Doctor? Vitals dropping.
I didn't give myself much time.
We're running out of time.
He's probably using the DS to do it. Ruby is talking about the video he saw on YouTube. Yes. Ruby is talking about a video on YouTube. I'm more or less thinking he was doing it on the DS. That is the antibiotic gel. Which is a lot faster to do on the DS. It's not going to help me with the mouse.
Well, what it will do is slow down Deftera enough that you can actually
Alright.
get drain work do properly.
I'll be back. Okay. All right. I'm going to try to see if I can do better with this procedure. Try to do the best I can, at least. Ruby, since you're looking up videos for it, look up Trauma Center Under the Knife Hard Mode. You might find something very interesting. All right. All right, let's see what I can do. Hopefully I can get this better at it. This is different from the speed run. There is actually a hard mode to these games. There is literally a hard mode to these games. And you will be amazed by the hard modes. I really hope I can get to the next procedure in this stream. If we don't, I can always try next week. I'm still hoping to get a drawing pad for it.
Hurry, Doctor!
Can't believe why it's taking me so long. When I went to the second procedure, I did the first drain in one shot, and I can't do it here. Holy crap, this is a pain. I'm moving straight up and the drain is going away. I actually should have been done with this already a while ago. Can you stay still, please?
Vitals dropping.
Well, I'm trying to get the drain to work here. I'm already behind my time as it is. I'm not going to be able to do the second part. so it's not worth it for me to increase vitals. Each drain is only supposed to, because you have 3 stages to Deftera. And you're supposed to do each stage through 1 drainage process, not 50. And this first stage should only take me 2 minutes. And it's taken me 4. No. You're supposed to hold the button down and move the mouse upwards. But like I said, if you move east and west, it cancels out the drain, and then you have to reinstate the drain again by holding down the mouse and move straight up. This is my issue because the mouse is fairly sensitive. And I can't go back and use this mouse. I could try, but it's going to be a difficult situation. So if I try to go back to the other mouse, I may still have the same issue as I did with this mouse that helped me get through most other procedures. But all your tools, it just requires you to hold down the mouse and move the mouse in any direction you gotta do. Not really, it doesn't. That's why I want a drawing pad, because the drawing pad will allow me to get more of a control and it'd be more responsive with the drawing pad. And I don't mean a digital one that looks like it's a touch screen or anything like that. I want an actual drawing pad that has a rough surface, and then you can take the stylus and you guide it across the screen to pick, so the computer can pick up its senses, and then you can press down with the stylus, and you can activate it like you're pushing a button on a mouse. That's what I want for this game, because I think it would give me a better control over it. And it'd probably be more responsive than the DS. The reason why I don't want to use the other one that actually looks like a touchscreen for the DS is because if it's not synced with the game very well or anything like that, and if the emulator can't sync up with the touchscreen and stuff like that, the calibration is going to be completely off onto it. And then you have to readjust it and calibrate it again and try to fix it that way. With the touch screen, with the drawing pad, you don't need to, because it relies on the senses of the like a mouse. Wherever the mouse pointer is at, that's where the drawing pad's going to locate you, and it's going to react like a mouse would. Welcome back, Phoenix. Alright.
Doctor?
Come on, merge. Sure, you merge when I go and take care of the Alright, I did that one in a single drain. Good. Gotcha.
Doctor? Vitals dropping.
Yep. God! This doesn't have save states. I mean, I could use it, but I don't want to use the save states on an operation. For the simple fact is, it wouldn't matter, because I'm going to fail it anyways. Matter of fact, let me see here. It does allow me to do save states, but I'd rather not use a save state for this particular procedure. For any of the procedures. It saves before a procedure. That's all I wanted to do. My thing is, I want to get used to the controls with the mouse. The antibiotic gel isn't going to actually do much. It's to keep the vitals consistent. It also will patch up any hole that I make with the laser. That antibiotic gel is technically a facade when using it because it doesn't really do much. And people who speed runs it uses it because it'll keep the vitals stable for a few seconds. When you're doing it casually like I am, the antibiotic gel isn't going to do much. They changed that in the later ones. If you play the Wii versions and you play Under the Night 2, they changed it. Because then the antibiotic gel will help increase it slowly. Here it just keeps it stabilized. It'll keep it stabilized till long enough you do your next procedure and then start dropping again.
Hurry, Doctor!
Gotcha. That should have done it, something. I wasn't sucking anything out of it. Come on. Now I gotta wait longer. Come on. Why didn't it just work? Why didn't it work that time? Are you kidding me? Why are you doing that to me now? I'll fail this one again.
Vitals dropping.
It did alright in the first one. How come it's just messing up on the second one? I don't understand this. I should have been done with this procedure. God dang, I was moving it steady.
Hurry, Doctor. Doctor.
Are you kidding me?
Doctor.
Got it. Can you stay steady with me here, please? Why are you not being steady with me? Why didn't it do anything? I had it there long enough. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I didn't go left and right. Why did it cancel? Are you serious with me? Are you serious with me, mouse? I am literally going straight. Come on, mouse! Cooperate with me! Thank you. Why are you still not cooperating with me here?
Doctor. Vitals dropping.
God dang it! They're literally testing me with this operation here.
Hurry, Doctor. Doctor. Doctor.
Come on, can you quit that? Going straight up here, please. Really?
Doctor? Vitals dropping.
Really? Come on, you guys gotta stop breaking the combination up. Are you serious? Ah! They literally collide into one another and I can't freaking drain it. Jeez. I don't remember they doing that much on the DS. You want to try playing it, Ruby? All right. I'm going to move this keyboard. I'm going to put you down here. I'm going to treat you like a drawing pad. Maybe it will be better on me. Like I said earlier, that is good if you're speed running the game because it keeps the vitals stable. It doesn't really bring the vitals up any. And it doesn't really do much other than heal wounds and stuff on the operation field. They fixed that in the Wii version and Under the Knife too. If I'm playing it casually, it's not going to help me any. Are you serious? I don't even understand why you even came up. Here, I'll show you, Ruby.
Hurry, Doctor! Doctor! Doctor!
See, it's not effectively working. Because, as you can see, it's just moving them all over the place. It's not doing anything. God dang it, I'm moving up and down.
Doctor! Vitals dropping. Doctor!
Come on, why would you do that? It really doesn't matter how you do it there, Ruby. Even if I just did it in a circle or anything around them, it just moves them all over the place. Because they're attracted to the antibiotic gel. From what I just saw, they just ran right across it. From what I just saw there, they ran right across it. Because that's exactly what I just saw. They ran right across it. And if I didn't touch them with it, they ran right on top of it. I did pay attention. I was looking at it. I own this game. I know exactly how things work in this game. Huh?
Hurry, Doctor! Doctor! Doctor!
Come on, mouse. Jesus. Should have gotten that all. Are you kidding me? Come on. You should have been completely drained. You should have been completely drained. Are you kidding me?
Doctor! Vitals dropping.
God dang game, let me do vitals. Oh, I don't have time to mess with the antibiotic gel. Not with this mouse, anyways. I don't even bother using the antibiotic gel when I play it with the DS either.
Hurry, Doctor!
Well, it would be a horrible incision if you were using it with the mouse too. It's...
Doctor!
Are you kidding me? How did I burn a hole in the tissue? Gotcha.
Doctor! Doctor! Vitals dropping.
I wouldn't be using the mouse. What would you be using? The drawing pad with a stylus pen? Yeah, that probably would work a lot better. I'm in a different position now, so hopefully this position will help me get to it a lot better. I actually want to see a procedure after this one. Show you what it is like after this. Are you kidding me? Come on. Operation failed. Dang it. Your fingers aren't going to work for this at all. See, your fingers aren't doesn't have anything that will help this to work. Closest you have right now is a drawing pad with a stylus onto it. And that's not going to respond to your fingers. Why don't you just use your hand? Your hand is going to be just as fast as your fingers, won't it? Unless your hands are a tank. But your fingers move with your wrist and hand though. You're not just going to move your fingertip just like this without moving your wrist. Your finger has to move correspondingly to your arm. So if you're holding a stylus with your hand, you're moving at the same pace as your shoulders moving your arm. So your finger is technically going to be moving in the same speed as you holding that stylus. You can move your fingers individually, but the problem is when you're playing a game like this, you can't just use your fingers because it's got that small range. You need all that range, and that requires your shoulder to move your arms back and forth. So your finger is going to be just as fast as your arm. Your wrist only moves your hand back and forth or up and down like this. That's all your wrist does. It's got that little ball socket so you can move your wrist in a complete circle. But when you're doing something like this, you have to use your arm. So your finger, your hand, your wrist, whatever, is going to be in the same speed because you're moving your whole entire arm. No, I don't have tiny hands. I have average size hands.
Hurry, Doctor!
should have gotten that. Gotcha.
Doctor? Doctor? Vitals dropping.
Yeah, vitals are dropping because the tumors are spreading. Your fingers aren't going to work for this game, trust me. You have to have something that allows for movement. I do better at it on the DS. You guys gotta stop hitting one another. Come on. I'm never gonna drain you guys if you're gonna sit there and beat on each other. God dang it! They wouldn't let me do any of that because they kept beating on one another. Well, you gotta be thankful that I'm not a professional doctor. Or a doctor, period. I just play one on a video game, okay? Last operation, I spent basically the last of the entire stream onto it because I was having problems with stitching.
Doctor? Doctor?
But I did that in record time. Are you happy? They're not going to accept me, period, because I don't have a degree for this. And do I want to? No. That was record time for this stream, because I haven't done it in this stream. Alright. Well, now that I have pretty much almost 4 minutes, let's hope the second part goes well. The second one is not going as well as that one. Really? God dang it. Really? Really?
Vitals dropping.
Come on! Are you kidding me here? Labyrinth Zone is not hard. Labyrinth Zone is not hard. One of my favorite levels in Sonic the Hedgehog. I call everybody out on whoever says Labyrinth Zone is hard. I even call out on people that says that Labyrinth Zone is one of the worst levels in the game. No, it's not. It's one of the best levels in the game. I will throw you down a mountain. You'll throw me down a mountain, huh? No, it's not. It's the best level in the game. Don't you understand art? It's the most creative level that's in Sonic the Hedgehog. Green Hill Zone is second in that game. Marble Zone is third. Scrap Brain Zone I'll put in fourth. But those are the only ones that I'll put on that list. Yeah, it is. It's one of the best levels in the game. I will say this until I'm blue in the face. Starlight Zone is probably the most boring level in Sonic the Hedgehog. One of the most boring levels in Sonic the Hedgehog. But you're only saying that because you're one of the other millions who don't like water levels in video games. I don't mind water levels. I don't mind auto-scrolling levels. Because I played in the days where I played hard games. You're gonna give me a nickname? You're going to get smacked for that hot take. Go ahead, smack me all you want. The challenge in water is the fact that the controls are slightly different than when you're on land. You have to compensate for the change. Sonic is really no different. Sonic is slow in the water, but he basically plays a water level like he's on land. So adjusting to the differences is the fun of the game. Hey there, Ancient One, how you doing? You're definitely watching a new strand of Guilt. This is Death Terra, which is known as Monday. I did finish Kiyaki earlier today. Physics aren't that bad. Mostly it's the player that's bad. I'm totally used to the controls on Sonic the Hedgehog. You play Sonic the Hedgehog, right? Do you find the controls bad? Do you find that the game trolls you like Ruby says? Alright. Yeah, Ruby was just talking about it here a few minutes ago. He's comparing this procedure like Labyrinth Zone. But Labyrinth Zone is one of the best stages in the first Sonic game. Alright.
Hurry, Doctor! Doctor? Doctor?
Come on, stay straight, will ya? You gotta cooperate with me, Mouse. Seriously? Chemical Plant Zone is a good one. But that's in Sonic 2. Really? And surgery done. Dang it! Ugh. The only reason why I hate this second part is the fact is all of the parasites collides into one another, breaking the combination. I can't drain it. I have no way to play Sonic 06. And I'm not that interested in downloading an Xbox emulator for the game. Yeah, this procedure is interesting. I am still looking on trying to get a drawing pad for this game, because I think the drawing pad is going to actually work a lot better. Well, I own a PS3. I'm not entirely eager to go get the game right now, but I know there are still quite a few people that likes the game. Matter of fact, there's a group of people that's trying to do a restoration on the game, make it better than what its intended release was was perceived to be when people first played it. But as of right now, I don't have the money for it. Yeah. It seems like they've got a few levels, but I don't know if they're 100% finished with it. I think they've been working on it for about a couple of years. I think I'm going to call it for this game for now, and I think I will try to work on it next week. If I don't have a gaming pad by next week, I'm going to have to try to work on it as best as I can and try to get faster at it. But let me show you some of the games I got here. Let's see here. So here is Under the Knife 2, which is actually an American release, the version I have. The other one, it's European release. And this takes the art style from the Wii version. And most people will praise this over the first one any day. like the way Angie looks in this, and if you like Athena Sykes in, actually this is improved from the other one. I like this art style. But if you like Phoenix Wright, Dual Destinies, and Spirit of Justice, the one that voices Angie in this game is actually the same person that does Athena Sykes. And that's her character in this game. It's not that bad. It's better than the other one. Well, they're Sega characters. Atlas is literally a branch of Sega. Cryware should also be a branch of Sega, because Cryware did a whole bunch of Sonic games. The other one, people didn't like the art style for it. They praised this one over the other one. This one is more in the anime art style. And this is what they used on the Wii, and this is what they continued on for the rest of the series. But when I first started, you said the art style was terrible. The next game I want to actually play in the future. Here is another one. I cannot play it like this. I will not be able to play it like the way you're seeing it now. I will have to set the simulator up on an angle. Or not on an angle. So the screens are side by side. This is another game I'm going to end up playing. So, if you guys don't know what this is a visual novel. This is a full visual novel. This is not like the Phoenix Wright games. This is literally set up like a book. So, yeah. This is going to be fun to play. When I do it, one screen, because when I play, I'm left-handed. Andy, you have to lower your voice. I'm streaming.
Sorry. Yeah, you were still streaming.
You heard me talking. So this is one of them. And here's the sequel. This is its sequel. This one was never released in the States. It was released in Canada. Why we didn't get this version, I don't know. But it was real. I seen gameplay of this, and this is actually Wonder 1 to the first one. So these are going to be the next games that we're going to end up doing in the future. And I am not playing it like this. I'm thinking I'm going to use the one that we use for the GameCube and the PlayStation 2 for this one. I'm going to screw up the emulator settings when I do this one. I literally am. So that means we have to reformat the emulator just so we can have it set up for this screen. I can't show you the Wii version of the other trauma centers. I don't have the Wii connected right now.
Yes, it is.
To the stream, I mean. But those are things to come in the future. You may enjoy the art style for Trauma Team, Ruby. Trauma Team does not carry the same art style as Second Opinion, New Blood, and Under the Knife 2. It's called Trauma Team. It's the last one they made. It was released in, I think, 2016.
Yeah, it uses the Persona artwork.
Second Opinion, New Blood are more Persona-like than Trauma Team. Trauma Team is set up like a modern day. The art style is more modern to the modern anime, but it's set up like a comic book. So I guess you can say it's a mix of the anime TV shows and mangas put together. So you already seen Trauma Center or Trauma Team?
Oh, get off yourself, fucking Ruby.
Yep. Sorry, next year we're going to put up some new music up here. It might be tomorrow because I want to start things fresh out when I start the new year. And so the tracks that we have for starting, opening, and ending, we're going to stop using those. It's not anything that's against Mello. He did a good job making the music and stuff like that. It's just that I want to change over for the next year. So I want to keep things fresh. And I know a lot of you are probably tired of hearing the same music over and over again, so I want to change things up starting the new year. So before I find a raid target, I gotta set everything back up here. And Di, I'm glad you thought that was fun. Well, it was composed by Milo Cat. His name's in the description. I did put his SoundCloud link if you want to check out his other stuff. He makes other music and stuff like that. You can give a listen. Personally, I think he does a good job. but he does want to try to put them on his account when we get done using them. So I want to let him to at least does that. He said not while we're still using them. Yeah, so when we're done using them, he's going to put them on his account. So that's the reason why I want to change things over for the next year, so that he can put those on his account. I think they got a lot of attention and stuff, and I think there's many people that would appreciate his stuff. And I'm sure there's a lot of you that may want to go and take a look at his stuff now and see what other stuff that he's got, because his link's in the description. Yeah, I didn't put his YouTube link, but he does have a YouTube link. I don't know if he posts his SoundCloud music over on there or not. He might. So let's see who we're gonna raid. Every day I find my feed filled with nothing but Mario and Pokemon. There is somebody I kind of want to raid. I haven't raided them in a long time. Well, Scarlet and Violet's only a couple months old right now. So people are going to be playing that for about another couple more months. Because there's a lot of people that does shiny hunting. They're doing the new raids and stuff that has been added to the Scarlet and Violet one. It's coming on to 2 months, Phoenix. Even though it was released early in November, we're at the end of December. So it's technically 2 months old. Yeah. See, everybody seems to have fun with it. They made a huge freaking meme over all the freaking glitches and stuff and the bugs, which still gave the game more popularity and stuff like that. Which also put a freaking hole in Nintendo's pocket because of all the recalls. But the patch was supposed to help it. There's still a little bit of performance issues. A lot of the bugs and stuff were fixed. But there's a lot of Switch games. Ever since 2018 on up, there's been a lot of games that had performance issues, because it's utilizing the higher graphic tones that the Switch was not developed for. So we're going to raid Lightning. We have not raided her in a very long time. And I think it's the best time to go raid her. And it may be the last time we raid her this year. It's not the fact that it's underpowered. It's the fact is Nintendo was experimenting with new technology at the time, and they didn't want to risk a whole lot. They didn't want to push the console to the limit that a lot of these other companies are, which you can see right now. Sony and Microsoft is actually biting themselves in the rear for trying to push out a console that wasn't ready to be released. And there's already complications with those consoles. Alright, I'm going to end it here. So, I won't be streaming until next year. Andy's going to stream tomorrow. It should be the Professor Layton tomorrow. So you guys all have a